Let's reinvent ourselves. Hi, fabulous fiberistas. Hey, 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 here we are. Happy New Year. I finished my sweater. It's so cozy and warm and just, oh my God, it's just yummy, yummy, yummy against my skin. Thank you so much to my returning subscribers and to my new subscribers. We're gonna be short and sweet today. I just wanna show you my finished object. Those of you who follow me on Instagram have seen it. This I'll just give you a little more close-up. You can see the sweater. I knit it with some vents, and I used seed stitch around the edges so that I have the little vents. And look at that, it matches my jeans, my little decoration on my jeans. So just a cable here, a cable down each sleeve. You can see that. And they mirror each other. That is the sweater. I combine, as I told everyone on Instagram, Dragonfly Fibers. There's Selkie Sport. It is a BFL and silk blend in the colorway Save the TaTas, and then I used Hedgehog Fibers Merino Silk Whisper colorway. Combined the two, held them throughout. From my Instagram, you will see that I had knit the front, the back, and started the sleeve, sewed up the shoulders, tried it on, and then I decided it's too big. Did I do a gauge swatch? No. Unfortunately, after I knit it all up, I changed my mind and wanted a more fitted garment. I did a yarn transfusion, so instead of ripping it all out, I used the first garment and unraveled as I knit up the reknit. I'm really happy I did that because I do like that it's a little more fitted than the original garment, so it was well worth it. So even with that work, with knitting it up, the front and the back, I didn't have to redo the sleeves, just the front and the back, redid those, and it took, I think it was still less than 2 weeks, maybe 10 days to do sort of knitting the garment twice, so that's not so bad. KDGECKO Knits on Ravelry, you will find all the details for this sweater. I had leftover yarn, so what did I do? I made myself a hat, and it's slouchy, a little slouchy. And it's I like it, it's very cute. Some of you may wonder why I wear hats all the time. I love hats. Hats are just, they're a statement. As you know, I'm 60 and I have gray hair. Turns out I'm allergic to the hair dye. I was always itching and getting little blisters on my head. And when I would get my hair colored, lots of hair would fall. I would rather be gray than bald. I'm gonna own my gray and reinvent myself, let my hair grow out and go from there and just see what I thought. So if I have a picture, I'll insert it. And you see the back of my hair and you see the natural color growing in, and then the bottom, about this much, is where the processed hair, part that was dyed. And aside from being allergic to hair dye, I really dislike the oxidation of the color. Hair dye always oxidized in the warmer tones, which do not flatter my skin tones, especially as we get older. We need all the help we can get, and so we want to wear colors and makeups and eyeshadows and garments that flatter you and make you look as great as you can. Of course you want to do that when you're young, but when you're young you can roll out of bed and you look fabulous, it doesn't matter. When you get to be in your middle ages, yeah, well, that doesn't work so well, no matter how much sleep you get. Reinventing myself requires chop my hair off, which when I look back at photographs, it seems every 10 years I chop my hair off and then I let it grow down in the middle of my back and then I chop it off again. So I had my hairdresser chop off my hair, and then we went shorter, 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 and now I'm trying to just figure out my length. But that's another reason I love hats, because during the day when the sun hits my hair, you can see the gray. So that's another reason for hats, to hide the gray. And when I wear the hats, you don't see the gray so much here. Luckily, in this light, you don't see the gray too much. But maybe, let me see. I don't know. Let me see. I don't know if you can see the grays. There are grays. It's gray in there somewhere. There's grays, especially here. I think you can see all that. The grays, the grays, the grays. There are worse things than gray hair. So I'm healthy, I'm strong, I'm hyper, I've got tons of energy, so all is good. It is so liberating not having to color my hair, and my hair feels so good. There's no processed colors, no nothing. My hair just feels so nice all the time, and I really love just having my natural hair. So if you've been thinking about going gray or natural, just letting yourself gray, first of all, I would advise doing it before you get 100% gray or 80% gray. At first, when the grays start coming in, you're a little, but you know, then a month or two goes by and I got used to it. I'm owning it. I'm wearing a little more makeup just to compensate for the gray, but that's okay. That's all part of the reinvention. I think we should all reinvent ourselves as often as possible. If you're looking for something to do, Friday, January 18th, I believe it's from 6 to 8 p.m., Ambah O'Brien, an Australian knitwear designer, will be at the Altered Stitch on Friday night, which is a knit night at the Altered Stitch in Valley Village or Sherman Oaks. If you're in the area, if you live in the Los Angeles area, please stop by. I want to hang out. I'll go and hang out there. I'd love to meet Ambah. I've made her Lamina wrap several times in different yarns. Terrific pattern, really lovely pattern. Ambah does a great work. She has a lot of shawls, accessories, some sweaters, cardigans. So check her out and check out the Altered Stitch. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Rachel from Born and Raised, who is a local knitwear designer, I think she'll probably be there that night as well. So if you're looking for something fun to do, come hang out with us. I'll be going to Vogue Knitting Live the following week. I'm really looking forward to that. And some of the podcasters, we've already got dates for a knit night and some fun yarny things to do. So I'm going to keep that under wraps right now. Oh, and you know what else? On Christy Glass Knits, she interviewed the women from Mayak, and I have been wanting to try that yarn for a long time. They have cashmere and they have yak, and none of the stores in my area, the yarn stores, carry it, so I'm so thrilled. They are actually having an event, and I will be attending that as well while I'm in New York, so I'm very excited. There's a beautiful, Christy and one of the owners had on a beautiful sweater that, oh my gosh, the color work. And y'all know I'm not so good at color work, but I may just have to force myself to get with the program. Maybe that's a challenge for 2019. Improve my color work. I've been saying that and it's not happening. As promised, it's short and sweet today. So thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Bye.